Sujan Singh and Arina Barar are the country's premier golfers. While Sujan is a two-time PGTI and one-time Asian Development Tour winner, Arina Barar achieved success earlier in her career, bagging 7 successive national titles and was tagged the Queen of the Greens for her consistent performances. The golfers got married in 2010 and had their first child, Serena, in 2012. Let's find out how their lives have changed on and off the course.
They are fairly rare. Yeah. I'm traveling. The last 2, 3 years I was traveling in Asia, so I was about 40 weeks in a year. And Serena was too young. Now she's a bit older. She's 3.5. So she's easy to travel with and easier for Irina also to handle. And her work is also settled down. So it's now a little easier and more viable to travel. Um, but we still only get maybe 3, 4 weeks in a year if you're lucky.
It's one of the things I signed up for when I married him. Luckily, I played, so I understand what's needed for a pro golfer, the kind of support needed. So I try not to give Sujan too much hell about being away from home. And when it's getting too long, then we try and travel with him.
She being a professional golfer and now a sports psychologist, it's probably one of the most educated people I can talk to about the game. So it's nice, and especially when she's seen me play. There's so many intangibles like body language and pace and things like that. So yeah, it's I always learn something in our chats after the round.
It's funny, but I would be much more effective for Sujan if we weren't married, because the relationship sort of gets in the way of my helping him. But just as a wife, I just try and support him. And I know it's the hardest career he could have picked. And it takes time to come back and win. And I'm sure that he has everything that it takes. He puts in the hard work. He has a great work ethic. He's got a great swing. I don't see anything lacking in his game, so I believe in him. And even if it takes a few more years, it doesn't matter. We're not going anywhere.
She's a full stress buster. There's never a dull moment with her. She's always up to some sort of mischief, and a lot of which I can relate to. I see a lot of myself in her. So yeah, we get along really well. And when she's on tour, she wants to explore. She's inquisitive. So she takes us along as well.
I think it's a little more stress for me and more of a stress buster for him. She wants to climb the tree and jump into that pond and do all sorts of crazy things. And I have to try and keep her quiet when she's on the golf course. So it's a challenge.
So back on the greens then as Sujan Singh prepped himself for the final round on the practice greens. The leader group consisted of Singh at 12 under, Udyan Mane at 13 under and Abhijit Singh Chadha on top at 15 under. Shamim Khan at 11 under though threatened the leader group with back-to-back birdies on the first and second holes. Sujan Singh too moved up to 13 under with a birdie on the first. Udyan Mane's second shot on the par 4 first landed 10 feet away, giving him a birdie and taking him to 13 under. The pursuit of the leader group got more intense as Shankar Das climbed up to 12 with this immaculate chip for a birdie. Shamim lost a bit of momentum on the third hole as a long par putt went beyond the pin for an eventual bogey. The par 4 403-yarder turned out to be a tough nut to crack for leader Abhijit Chadha as he chipped over the pin for an eventual bogey, slipping to 15 under. The par 4 fifth saw Shamim Khan dropping a shot as he missed this par putt to go to 11 under. Udyan Mane took advantage of Chadda's bogey on the 8th with this chip in from the bunker to set up a birdie and move to 15 under. Sujan too made a birdie and climbed up to 15 at par with Mane and put himself in contention for victory. For Abhijit Singh Chadha, it was going all downhill. He bogeyed the 11th, double bogeyed the 12th, and then once again dropped two shots at the par 5 14 to drop down to 9 under and out of contention. By the 15th, Sujan Singh set himself for a title push. He birdied the hole and climbed up to 15 under, while Udyan Mane missed a birdie putt to surrender his leadership and dropped down to 15 under for a share of the lead. Om Prakash Chauhan of Mau, who had threatened to mount a late assault on the title, guarded a round of 5 under 65 to finish sole third with an overall 14 under 266. Shankar Das, who was the joint leader on day 1, hit a 4 under 66 to finish sole second with an overall score of 15 under 265. Meanwhile, on the 18th, Abhijit Chadha set himself nicely for a birdie finish. Udyan Mane reached the 18th greenside bunker in 2, and his chip-in meant he would at least make par to set a victory for himself. A bogey on the 17th pegged Sujan back 2 strokes off the pace. He reached the 18th green in 3, and a birdie here would have given him a place in the top 3. Mane now had to get par and prevent a playoff against Shankar Das, who had finished at 15 under. Par he did, and now had to wait for Abhijit Singh Chadha to finish and complete the formalities. For Mane, the Eagleton Golf Club member, winning in his rookie year was a landmark event in his short career.
The 10th and 11th definitely gave me a bit more cushion because I birdied and they bogeyed the 11th. So that gave me like a 3-4 shot swing. That definitely helped me calm my nerves. But then, even if you're tense, not tense, you still have to stick to your process, your routine, your game plan doesn't change. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm happy for sticking to my guns and playing the way I did.
So, a close contest then between the veterans Shankar Das, O.P. Chauhan, C. Munyappa and the eventual champion Udyan Mane. For Chadha, the return stretch proved to be his undoing, while the likes of Karan Joshi and Chameen Khan played a consistent final day round to notch a place in the top 10. The Rolex rankings though continues to find Mukesh Kumar on top with winnings of 15 lakhs 60,000. Young golfers like Chikka, Thalin and Shubhankar maintained their fine run, while Udyan Mane found a place on 9th position with his first win on the PGTI. The PGTI Players Championship at the Rambagh Golf Club then had a memorable ending. A rookie golfer won the title and took home 4,50,000 rupees. Once again, some top talent showed their mettle on the Indian golf circuit. So until we bring you some more action from the PGTI, it's goodbye.